The Oklahoma City Thunder are genuinely unfair. This is a team that is on pace to break the wins record right now without their second best player having played a single game. This is a team with the best defense in the league, winning games by an average of 15 points per night. And then, oh, by the way, they're probably going to have 2 top 10 picks in the draft this upcoming year. This is unfair. Sam Presti has outsmarted the system. And like I said, without J-Dub, without the man that literally saved basketball, Aaron Wiggins, and without either of their first-round picks from the last 2 years, and Thomas Sorber, who's going to be a stud, and then Nikola Topic, they've won 7 straight and have won every game by at least 13 points. SGA, I think, is the best pure scorer in the league right now. And let me present you the case before you go leave a comment. He's just put up 33 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals in 35 minutes. Shot 12 of 24 from the field. That's an efficient 50%. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. And the free throw merchant narrative is gone because he's literally not even top 3 in the league in free throws attempted even anymore. He is 3.5 per game behind Luka Doncic, who is the real free throw merchant. I mean, just look at this, right? We're just going to get into an ISO here on the baseline. He's going to spin towards the baseline, fade away, knock it down over a really good defender in Keon Ellis, who defends it just about as good as it can be defended, and he knocks it down with ease. He is elite in the pick and roll as well, right here, coming off the screen from Chet, and then once again, another screen from Chet. Chet slips it, and it's an easy dunk, easy 2 points. In the pick and roll this year, he gets the 3rd most possessions per game and averages the 2nd most points on a very efficient 54% from the field in the pick and roll. He's also elite at attacking closeouts. Right here, Schroeder kind of tries to run him off the line, it looks like, honestly, and he gets downhill, finishes with a dunk, and then Drew Eubanks, you're cooked, buddy. Shai's going straight to the rim and finishing that with the right hand. On the season, he's averaging 32, 6.5, 5 rebounds, 1.5 steals in 33 minutes, shooting 53% from the field and 40% from 3 on 6 attempts per game. SGA, without the fouls this year, I mean, he's only averaging, 9 attempts to the line per game. If you take the first 2 games out, he's averaging 7.5. He's elite. Look at this set right here, where they're going to have Dort set the screen and flare, then Hartenstein set the screen and roll with Joe on the backside, and none of it matters because SGA is just going to go right to the rim. Now they send the double. He's going to go between the legs, get to the other side, attack the opposite hip as to where the double is coming from, draw the contact, and make a ridiculous fadeaway one-handed shot. It's ridiculous. And then the step back there, DeMar gets up into his space and fouls him. Chet Holmgren has been very good as well. And this is where I think Mark Dagnall is at his best, is getting Chet the ball in places where he's now in a pick and roll with Isaiah Hartenstein. And there's not really 2 bigs in the league that can cover that because Chet is so good off the dribble. I mean, maybe Wembanyama, but they can mismatch hunt with him as well in the inverted pick and roll when he's the point guard. Like right here, Cason Wallace is going to set the screen to get the big off. And then it's DeMar DeRozan versus Chet Holmgren, one of the worst defenders in the league regardless of position, going up against your center, and then Drew Eubanks gets put in the rim. And then out here in transition, Lou Dort tries to get to the rim, and now DeMar's getting put in the rim. Everybody's getting dunked on. Nobody's safe when Abe Lincoln is around. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks in 31 minutes, 10 of 15 from the field, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. And then the Kings are going to try and throw a little zone at you because they're the worst defensive team in the league other than my Hornets. So Chet's just going to turn around and throw the lob to Hartenstein. However, solid job by Maxime Reynaud. Doesn't matter, though, because Chet's just going to hit a turnaround fadeaway. And then, once again, working out of the pick and roll, A.J. Mitchell finds him up top, and he's having a really, really good start to the year. 20 points a game, 8.6 rebounds, 1.4 blocks, and 1.6 assists while shooting 60% from the field and almost 40% from 3. He's almost 60-40 from the field in 3. Really good start of the year for Chet. Kind of a flashback to last year when he had a elite start before he got hurt and people were comparing him to Wemby, and there was a legit comparison there. The numbers are even better when you look at the per 36 stats because everybody on this Thunder team suffers from the fact, at least production-wise, that they only get to play 3 quarters usually. He's played in 12 of a potential 16 games, so he's been somewhat reliable health-wise. Has just missed those 4 games in a row, all of which I believe the Thunder won. And remember, they haven't even had J-Dub yet, who is currently listed as day-to-day, so he could very well be on his way back very shortly. And not having your second best player and still being 15-1, looking dominant. That's scary for the rest of the league. If you've made it this far into the video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. As you can see, 93% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed. Now let's talk about AJ Mitchell, who has been dynamite this year. The former second-round pick from a couple of years ago in his sophomore season has been explosive for this Thunder team, and he has been really, really good in the absence of J-Dub. 13 points, 6 assists, 3 boards, and 2 steals in 29 minutes of action last night. 4 of 10 from the field, 0 of 3 from beyond the arc, but he played his role to perfection. Watch him get down in the paint here, finish with that left hand, which he is so good at, and then right here, just take Zach LaVine off the dribble straight to the rim, finish with the right over Schroeder. He's averaging 16 a game, with about 4 rebounds and 4 assists with 2 steals in 28 minutes, shooting 44% from the field. Now 30% from 3 is a bit questionable. They're on 3.8 attempts, so maybe something, definitely to improve on. But again, he's only in his second year. He's still got plenty of time to develop. And then maybe the best on-ball defender in the league right now, Cason Wallace. And if the best on-ball defender in the league has a strap, then that makes him one of the most valuable role players in the entire NBA. Shooting 38% from 3 right now on 4.3 attempts. If that gets up to 40, Cason Wallace is looking at like $30 million a year, just because of how valuable that archetype is. 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 stocks in 26 minutes. You literally can't put the ball down in front of him without him getting a hand on it. And he left with injury. I don't think it's very serious. I couldn't find any reports on it being serious, so I think he'll be fine. Maybe misses a game, but that should be max. Cason Wallace is a monster for this Thunder team. Isaiah Joe, another guy here, averaging 14 a game. Now, his numbers are dipping a little bit, but still 14 a game with 3.2 rebounds, 42% shooting from the field, 39% from 3. Great start to the year for Isaiah Joe. You've also got Hartenstein here, the old veteran center that they've got, who is playing kind of for a contract because he's got a team option at the end of this year. And I think the Sorber injury probably played him into another year there. Caruso's still great. Lou Dort's still great. All these defensive guards that they've got between Wallace, Caruso, and Dort. I think I mixed them up last video too. They got the best 1-2-3 punch in terms of defensive guards in the league. 8.4 points a game, 4.4 rebounds. His efficiency has been terrible to start the year, to be honest with you, but he's been 40% from 3 for the last few years. I don't think there's a reason that reverts now to the old Lou Dort. He got hot last night towards the end of the game. I think he will be just fine. I think he'll get back up to that as the season progresses. Now, the scary part of this is Sam Presti still has a ton of cards up his sleeve, because right now he has the rights to swap his pick for this Clippers pick, which is currently the 8th pick in the draft, 8 or 9, depending on what day you look at it. And of course, all these will fluctuate as we are very early on in the draft cycle, like way too early on in the draft cycle. They also have the Jazz pick, which is protected 1 through 8, it is currently the 10th pick. And knowing Danny Ainge, they'll probably tank so they get that pick because it's very crucial to the rebuild. And I think that's the pick that they shipped off for like Derek Favors or something crazy like that. Pre-Ainge, but still a very valuable pick now for the Thunder. And then they also have this 76ers pick, which is currently sitting at 16, that they also have the right to swap. It'll be very interesting come draft day what Sam Presti decides to do, because this is a team that probably could win 70 games and also have 2 top 10 picks. He's literally playing 2K. It's like those King of the Fourth Quarter rebuilds back in the day, or 6 Rings of Steals, whoever you used to watch. But this is what it could potentially look like come draft night, and that'd be crazy. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like button and leave me a comment down below, as well as hitting that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.